Hey guys, welcome back to World Mechanics. Our mission here at the garage, guys, is to save you as much money as we can. That's why we make these absolutely free videos. Let's go ahead and start on it now. Guys, today what's happening, you know that BMW that we have, the E66 right here, guys. If you have one of those 5 series, guys, you will probably sooner or later have a problem with the traction control. You have the light on, so let me show you what happened with this one. We got a traction control light. I scan it with the computer, and it's actually the module, the ABS module. It's done all the way, unfortunately. Okay, let me show you quick now. I'm going to start it. Okay, we'll have a video how to fix that as well, because it's freaking annoying when it's hot. Okay, engine light is on because of the evaporative system. We have a leak there, and we ordered the part as well. But what's happening now, guys, check it out. Okay, we'll have the reduced vehicle stability right here. Okay, under acceleration and in curves, please contact your BMW. And as you can see, we have the traction light right there on top. Okay, this is it. And it's a bad module. The vehicle currently has let me see, 154,000 miles as of right now, and it just burned a couple weeks ago. So we will, guys, what we're going to do today, I'm just going to go ahead and send it to a person on eBay to see if they can repair them. And because if I get a used one, sooner or later it will have that problem again, and I really don't want to deal with it again, because it's I mean, more expensive to get a used one than you can get yours rebuilt with new parts that are supposed to be better than the factory parts, and it will last longer. So stay with us, guys. Gonna take it off quick and see. We'll send it to the guy and see if they'll be able to fix it. So what we're going to do, this is the whole module right here. This is with the pump and everything, but we're just going to remove the brains right here. And in order to do that, there is you can see 6 screws, and the ones on the other side are not reachable, so we'll need to remove the air box now, okay, to get it out of the way. And once we actually do that, guys, we will need to relocate the coolant tank as well. So actually, guys, we'll try to flip the coolant tank on the side. Don't do that when the vehicle is hot, because you don't want to melt a hose or something, or spill coolant. If it's hot, it's under pressure if you break something, not to get on you. So with a T right now, Torx bit, we're going to remove those. Let me see, this is a T20 right here. And now I think we'll be able to carefully flip it on the side. Okay, you see what I'm talking about, like that. And if we get it out of the way, okay, that's where it goes there. You can see I think we'll be able to reach the bolts for the module, actually right here. So we disconnected the sensor for the coolant level. Make sure that you disconnect the battery at least 1 hour before the repair, guys, before you start the repair, because otherwise, if you install a new module, you can burn it. You need to make sure you connect them in the right way as well. So we'll go ahead and remove the cable. Now what we need to do, you need to pull that thing out. This one never ever been removed, it looks like. Okay, when you pull it out, it will actually come up and you can slide it out. Okay, like that. Make sure that you don't damage anything in the way now. So now we'll have 6 bolts. Stay with us to see what else you need to do right here. They're more like screws, I think, or bolts. 3 on this side and 3 on this one as well. Those are with a T20. Okay, that's let me see where I left the T20. Okay, this is right here. Again, the links, guys, for tools and parts, we'll share them on our website, mechaniclifestyle.com, so feel free to check it out. So it's a little bit hard to reach now. What we're going to do with a 10mm, we're going to remove that bolt so we can actually pull it a little bit to the side. But it's important not to bend any of the brake lines, because that could damage them. You lose brakes, you're in big trouble. So we'll just go ahead and remove the 6 screws now quick, and we'll get back with you guys so we don't waste your time just watching us removing screws. Okay, so removing the last one now. It's very important not to hit any brakes now while the thing is removed. You just have to be gentle, okay, and you just grab it and you pull it out. Make sure that something doesn't come out. This is the, okay, all the valves and stuff. You have to be very careful here, guys. Okay guys, so we're gonna send it to that person to see if they can actually rebuild it and if it's going to work again. Okay guys, so what happened? We actually got a new module now, because the old one we sent it for repair, but the processor, the computer inside, was done. So they told us that it's not fixable. Most of the times they can fix it, 90% of the time, but ours, just the chip burned and it will cost more to fix it than to replace it with another one. We bought a used one right here, and this one has been inspected. It has been rebuilt in the past, so it kind of makes me feel a little bit better when it's been rebuilt. We'll install it in the car and see if it actually works. We'll have a video for programming on how to repair, guys, as well, guys. Let's go ahead and start on it. So we'll go ahead and disconnect the battery, guys. That way, when you install the new module, make sure we don't burn that processor as well. Okay, we'll let it sit for a little bit before we proceed. Okay guys, so we installed the used ABS module, and all we had to do, just drive the car like for 10-15 seconds and it recognized it. We turn the car off, turn it on, and no engine, no ABS traction control light. So we didn't even need to program it. The parts were matching exactly, and it was from the same year vehicle, so that's probably why we didn't even need to do any programming. So that fixed our problem. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully guys the video was helpful. Please do not forget to comment, like, subscribe. That way we can keep making these absolutely free videos. Guys, we have more than 19,000 free repair videos on our YouTube channels that can, guys, save you thousands of dollars in future repairs. Check them out. Thank you guys for watching and see you next time.